All right, frugal shopping. Now, the one thing I will say about coming to a bigger city, and many of you have access to so many of these stores, being frugal in your shopping endeavors is a little bit easier. So when I come to a big city like Coeur d'Alene, I do make it worth my while. You see I'm in a strip mall here, and look at that dollar store. They have a Harbor Freight store, and they have a grocery outlet store. Jackpot! Now, if you don't know anything about a grocery outlet store, it's one of those places where you have to kind of pick and choose, right? You got to pick and choose. Any place you go, you have to pick and choose. But I'm going to take you inside and show you some of the things that I like to buy when I come here to the grocery outlet. That's just it. Pick and choose. Grocery outlet, Harbor Freight, dollar store. A lot of people go to Costco. Costco's great, but you know what? You still got to watch your prices there. I always say when it comes to frugal shopping, think outside the box and spread it out with your shopping. If you live in an area like this where, this is huge, right? Don't go over there to the natural grocery store because that's going to be an expensive place. Come over here to the grocery outlet and start there instead. But let's go inside and I'll show you some of the frugal things that I buy that I like to stock up on. I'm hoping they'll have what I usually get. Now, just because there's a lot, bigger isn't always better. Like, we still have to be healthy in our choices. So you're looking at this stuff. This is cheap, right? 40 packs of Ritz Bits, Chips Ahoy. But these aren't healthy. If you're going to be doing some frugal shopping and stock up on the stuff that is worthwhile. Now look at this. Oh my gosh. Shelled walnuts. Perfect. Now, I know these are not organic, but sometimes you have to make the choice for your family. Are you going to go 100% organic, or are you going to buy some things like this, which we don't use a lot of, but you know how expensive walnuts are? So use a little bit of judgment. Shelled walnuts, and let me see where these are from. A product of California, all right? That's a great deal. Wow, that's a great deal. And your temptations to buy diced tomatoes. Okay, this is the worst product that you can buy for any canned vegetables. It's tomatoes. They're high in acidity, and they coat these cans with, I forgot what they coat them with, but they're very dangerous. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, go ahead, darling. You're welcome. Oh, I guess I was in somebody's way. But you know what? Grow your own tomatoes. Buy a green stock container, grow your own tomatoes, can your own tomatoes. This stuff is poison, and I don't care if it's 59 cents. Stay away from canned tomatoes in the store. Okay, and we know about potato chips, and we know about soda pop, right? These are the food that Satan tempts us with. He really does. Eat at the table of Christ, which means eat healthy. Feed our temple. And this stuff doesn't feed our temple. You know what? It feeds our temptations. I'm serious, really. Now, here's something that we always forget about is the commodities and frugal shopping. Now, even though this is a closeout store, look, this is still pretty expensive, $4.99. Soap, you can make your own soap. Absolutely, you're going to save a lot of money if you make your own soap. But this actually still 99 cents. That's pretty darn cheap. So don't feel bad about, I have to make my own soap. If you don't, just be frugal about it. Oh, look at this coconut oil. That's expensive. $12. Know your prices before you go shopping. That's the other thing that's going to save you a lot of money. Know your prices. Now, I hope I don't have to tell you, friends, the difference between Jiffy, right? Jiffy and Skippy, and making sure you buy organic peanut butter. Peanut butter is expensive as it is, but look at the lure. Yeah, you can buy Jiffy peanut butter for $1.99, but peanut butter is one of the worst products to buy that are just filled with not good stuff. Always try to buy organic. And you know, yes, it is a little bit expensive, but I tell you what, in the mainstream stores, you'd get half of this for $6. I'm going to buy the organic peanut butter, but really, again, pick and choose what products you want to invest in when it comes to organic. Peanut butter is one of them. I would highly recommend doing organic or doing almond butter. Very healthy alternative. And with peanut butter, don't get lured into, oh, look it's all natural and it's nutty and it's old-fashioned. You can actually make your own peanut butter, but if you want to do it organically, it's hard finding a good source of peanuts. But don't get lured into this is going to be healthier because it says all natural. It's still, let's see, it's from Smucker's. See? From Smucker's. I wouldn't trust Smucker's. I just wouldn't. There's some places that you just don't want to trust. And the salsas, you know, we can make our own salsas, right? You know, there's so many things that you come in here, it's like, oh, these are great prices. But so much of this you can make on your own, can. You know, that's the beauty of homesteading, right? We can, we can dehydrate. And there's very little that we really need to buy in bulk when it comes, yeah, I mean, when you really think about it. A lot of the essentials that I'll stock up on is your cornstarch and your baking powder and your baking sodas. But even this, now this is cheap, but you can buy this like at Winco and Costco in big bags. So don't even bother. And you can actually buy the cornstarch in big bags too. I think I have a 25-pounder at home. In fact, I think it's a 50-pounder. You'll save so much money. You know what? It'll last forever. You don't have to worry about storage life with cornstarch. Okay, here might be a great find. Look at this Canadian quinoa. This is a great source of not just fiber, but, oh my gosh, of amino acids and protein. $4.99. That's an incredible price. Now, let me read. It is actually from Canada. I'm not going to believe this. I'm going to buy some. This is a great, great price. I'll have to do a video on quinoa and the benefits. This is a really healthy grain, and in fact, when I can buy it in bulk like this at these prices, I not only do I eat it, but I will feed it to my dog. Now, if you're vegan and you want to do a lot of vegan raw recipes, this is the date that I use, Medjool dates. I wish I could pronounce that right. But look at this, $2.99. That is a deal. I used to get a big box of these for $25, not anymore. But this is great for healthy desserts, especially if you're looking for something that's raw and vegan and tasty. Remember, this does have a lot of sugar. It's natural sugar, but so much healthier than processed stuff. And I've got lots of recipes with these dates, but what a great price. You know, again, pick and choose, have discernment on what organic stuff you're going to buy and not buy. You know, here's white mulberries, $14.99. I have mulberries that I can dry. You know, if you have access to lots of berries during the spring and summer, pick them and dry them. And you know not to be lured into buying these prepackaged stuff, right? Even if they're easy and convenient, I don't care how cheap they are. You know, here's gluten-free. We've got vegetable lasagna. You really need to read the ingredients. This stuff is poison. I don't care how healthy they tout it to be. The sodium level always in these prepackaged meals are going to be astronomically high. 680 milligrams of sodium. Total carbs, 45. It says vegetable, right? No, no, no. So please, my friends, as a nurse, don't get lured into any of these. Look at that, 810 milligrams, 54 grams of carbs. Oh, and calories, 410. Oh, but it's gluten-free, right? It's pure poison. All right, and here, look at this product, Smart Maid, right? Smart ones. Now you're going to think this is awesome because it only has 280 calories, 8 grams of fat, 9 grams of fiber, which is good, and 14 grams of protein, right? It's got a half a cup of veggies. Okay, you go ahead and you look at the sodium in these. 590. this is going to kill you. If you've got any type of hypertension, you got any type of heart disease. If you don't have hypertension and heart disease, you're going to if you keep eating these prepackaged foods. Smart Maid is not Smart Maid, my friends. I'm telling you, stay away from it. So my score today was a little pricey, but that's all right. It came to 125. But I bought some really quality items, organic, which I probably could have never gotten away with in a conventional store, and maybe not even Costco. But you really have to, again, pick and choose what organic items you want to invest in. And then you got to have restraint. You know, you got to have restraint when you go to these stores, because I was looking at what other people were buying, and I know we all eat so differently, but really, my friends, this is what it comes down to. Our temple, our body, the reason why we have health problems is partly because of our diet. Our diet. And we're filling ourselves with poison every day, and that's what Satan wants us to do. He wants us to fill our bodies with poison so that we'll fill ourselves up with pharmaceuticals, and the cycle continues. And it really is a vicious cycle, because Satan wants us unhealthy. He wants us addicted. He wants us miserable. He wants us depressed. The Lord wants us healthy. And we can be healthy at any weight, any, people get fixated on, it's easy for you to say, Starry. Well, you know what? I just came from the cardiologist where I may have some heart issues. You can be thin and be unhealthy too. You can be heavy and healthy, healthier than a thin person. It has nothing to do so much with your body structure. And obviously there is people who are grossly overweight, and we're talking they're overweight because it's addicting. Food's addicting. It's very hard. But with that said, don't fall into the trap of looking at me and saying, oh, that's easy for you to say. No, it's not easy for anybody to say to stay healthy and eat healthy, but it is like being obedient to Christ, right?